Hello, everyone. How are we this Friday evening, the 25th? That means it's Anzac Day. I hope you've all had a lovely day. Whether you were attending a march or whether you were remembering, or in whatever way you remember those who've gone before, we think of them today. So the old lest we forget, right? So I'm just we've just finished our over on the hop. I did another video which was pre-recorded as part of a video hop, and I know some of you were over there watching, so it's nice to see you here now. Now, if you missed that video, if you didn't watch it, actually, I'm just thinking, have I got the card here? I do. Hang on, I'll grab it. This is the card that I made. This one here that I made in the video hop just now. So a masculine card for a happy birthday for a guy. And we used a brand new set called Scenic Adventure. So that's the one I just made on the last video. Well, I didn't just make it. I made it a few days ago. But you guys got to see it just now. So, hey, Ellen. Nice to see you. Hey, Donna. Hey, Lorraine. Roz, how are you? I know you were over on the hop. Oh, you love the card, Katrina. Thank you. I'm really glad you did. It's nice. The funny thing is, the brief was new. That was what we were meant to create, something that working with the theme new. So I picked a new set. Now I've gone and looked at the next video hop, and the next video hop is masculine. I'm like, I probably should have done tonight's card next month and done something else new today, but it doesn't matter. And the funny thing is, I'm in a second group which does a tutorial bundle, and their theme next month is masculine as well. So we've got two. So it's kind of funny, and they're due the same week. I need to have both of them done. So I guess I'm going to be thinking a lot about masculine cards. Good thing I like making masculine cards. You'll check the hop later? Excellent, Donna. That's great. So for those of you who didn't watch the hop before this video, then I hope that you'll watch maybe after. The funny thing is that I made it a premiere, and I did a countdown for 3 minutes before I started. And I always go, I think when I do these premieres, it's going to stick, the video is going to go live at 7, but it's going to stick those 3 minutes onto the start before 7. And I don't think it does. I think it starts the countdown at 7, and then and the video was 26.5 minutes long. And I'm thinking, I really hope it's finished before I'm meant to go live at 7:30, but it's all right. I mean, you can't start without me, right? So, hello, Linda from Woodstock. Hello. Good, Margaret. You'll enjoy it, I think. I really hope that you like the card. It's a lot of fun. I love making scenes. You guys know that I do. Not making a scene. Let's clarify that. I don't like making a scene, but I do like making scenes. I like creating scenes, and there's my little card. It looks like a frame, like a picture frame on the wall, or maybe a window. You're looking out a window, and that's kind of cool. All right. So tonight it's Friday, which means it's sketch night, right? Yeah, I think that's right. A lot of people tell me they find masculine cards challenging, and I actually don't. I find them easy, but I don't know why. I think because there's a number of things. I have done a masculine card technique Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I have. So that might be worth going back and having a look at if you guys follow along with Technique Tuesday. Marilyn, you started to ask a question, and then you must have hit the enter button or the return button too soon, because I only got where is and the letter R. So I don't know what your question is, but I'll keep an eye out in case you ask again. All right. So it's sketch night. We're looking at page 12 from the current mini catalogue. Now, this catalogue is almost finished. It finishes up on the 5th of May. It does say from January to April on the cover, but it actually finishes on the 5th of May. And then the new catalogue is in effect on the 6th of May. And the thing is, things have changed a bit, okay? And some of you, where is Crumpet now? I don't know. Merlot's on the floor asleep, just down here, just under the desk. But I don't know where Crumpet is. Hopefully he's sleeping and he's not going to bother us here tonight. He bothered me the day that I was making those. He was all over the desk, up and down all day. So, yeah, that makes sense, Margaret, I guess, if you're not used to using them. But there's a few things with masculine cards. If you get a combination of colours, texture, metallic, and fibers, those kind of things go really, really well on mail cards. So it's kind of getting a balance of all those things, and then they turn out great. Hey, Lynn, nice to see you. Oh, good. I know, it's a really nice set. That it's called Scenic Adventure. I think I have it here. Here it is. This is the set. It's really, really nice. But anyway, tonight I need to tell you guys before I say anything else, or I will forget. Our free shipping event, special promotion, whatever you want to call it, is almost done. So it finishes at midnight tonight. And what time is it now? It is 7:37. Okay, so you've only got a few hours left, and it's all over Red Rover. Ah, well, that's good, Linda. Thank you. So yeah, the free shipping has been super successful. If you've been living under a rock and you didn't know about it, you've got a few hours still to get your order in. Here in Australia, the amount to trigger free shipping is $65. So any order 65 or over, the shipping gets taken off the order. So you'll see there's $6.95. This is, I'm quoting you Australian prices, $6.95 shipping on the order, and as soon as you go over the $65 mark, the shipping comes off and there's no more shipping added. Okay, so you can put in as big an order as you like and there'll be no shipping. So that's fantastic, Laura. That's what I did too. I actually did today, I went right through my cardstock and reorganized it because it was all out of order, and I like to sort mine by color family. So you can see I've got the brights at the top, and then the subtles, regals, neutrals, and in colors down the bottom, and white down the bottom. So that's just how I do it. It's easy for me to work out what I have, but I worked out when I was going through, I had one color I was completely out of. I didn't even realize, and that was Granny Apple Green. So I ordered that, and I had 3 other colors that I had very little of, and I ordered those. And there was a couple of colors I don't care about, so I didn't order them. I've got 2 sheets of Cajun Craze. I don't love Cajun Craze, so I didn't order anymore. You did the same, Ellen? I know. I think a few of us did, right? That's the way to go when you're low on cardstock and they offer you free shipping. It's a great time to stock up. The other things that I was thinking of today, what else did I want? Like if I was wanting to put an order in for free shipping, but I wasn't sure what to get, topping up my blends, because I've got a few gaps in my blends collection, colors that I haven't got or that have dried out or I haven't replaced or whatever. So there's a few gaps in my blends collection. So ordering those is a good idea. Thanks, Denise. I do have 2 sheets of it, but it's unlikely I'll need it. Although now that Copper Clay is retiring, maybe I will have to use Cajun Craze if I need an autumny kind of a rusty color. So there we go. Because I've been using Copper Clay instead of Cajun Craze because I preferred it. Interesting. What else? And the other reason to order cardstock is because cardstock is going up in price next month. Please, guys, order your cardstock before it goes up because it's going up significantly. I need to tell you that. It's important. So it's in Australia, our cardstock colors are $20.25 for a pack of 24 sheets. It is after May 6th, it's going up to $25 a pack. That's a significant increase. So if you need cardstock, get it now and get it on free shipping before it finishes tonight. There you go, Denise. That's good. And you use some of your rewards, Sheila. Fantastic. I know people are really telling me they're loving the rewards. How good are they? It's fantastic. And I did have one customer order come through today from a brand new customer. I've never had an order from her before. So that's exciting because I looked and she'd ordered, placed an order and got, a good swag of rewards. So hopefully she'll come back again and use those. So that's pretty fantastic. Next week. What's next week, Sheila? Yeah. Hello, everyone. You bought 5 packs of cardstock. Good, Donna. That's fantastic. All right, let's get to our sketches. I'm going to switch over to, I'm sorry about all the chit chat, but we got some stuff covered that was important to talk about. So I've been going through all the oh gosh, I just went completely blank. All the sketches on page 12. Oh my goodness. And you can see we haven't done every single one. I may go back and do a couple of the ones we missed, but I'm going to do this one tonight because we did this one last time. So I'm going to jump over this tag and I'm going to use this one tonight. Okay. And this will be a pretty quick, easy card. Okay. First of all, you've already had half an hour of me talking with the Scenic Adventure set. So I thought we'd do a sketch, and I'd try and use up some retired product for that. Okay, so not completely retired product, but it's a start. So I'm going to start with a piece of basic white. This is basic white thick, actually, which last time I checked was out of stock. Has anyone checked if it's still out of stock? And I think when it comes back in, by the time it comes back in, it's going to be at the increased price. Basic white thick is one of those things that will be going up as well. So, yeah. All right, so I've got my basic white card base there, set that to one side. And because it's retiring, I'm going to use some boho blue. All right, now this, let me double check and see if it's still available. If you wanted boho blue cardstock, is it still in? Let me see. I know the ink has gone. Oh, actually, the ink pad is still there. What am I saying? The ink pad is still there, but it is last chance marked down to $12.60. Well, that's good. But it looks like the cardstock is gone. Okay, so you could still get it in the designer series papers, the 6x6 papers. You can still buy the In Color Classic stamp pads. The ink refill for boho has gone. Okay, so good to know. Right, but please get in and get your bits and pieces before they go out. Oh, is it TBD date as well for the thick? That's what I thought too. Yeah. The thick is for the new price. That's what I think it will be here too, Monique. I think when it comes back in, it'll be at the new price. So, oh, that's a shame, Linda. Yeah, it's a color that's been super popular. So to go with this, I'm also picking, and as I tell you what I'm using, I'm also going into the store. I should have done this before, but I got distracted, and making sure the things are still available. The Countryside In paper is still available. Okay, so I actually made a card with this just today, and you can see mine's all chopped up in different bits. I used this bit, and some of you may have seen it. It popped up on my Instagram page. This is all retiring as well. The Lovely and, is it Sweet and Lovely or Lovely and Sweet? I always get, yeah, Lovely and Sweet is the stamp set, and I embossed it in white on the navy DSP, and I thought that looked really nice. And I used some of this gorgeous silver edge ribbon. That's not retiring. Hooray, it's sticking around. I'm so glad. And the Stylish Shapes, guys, those aren't going anywhere either. The Countryside Corner dies that came out when this paper came out, those are retiring as well. So there's a few things there, you know, definitely it's worth going to check it out. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pick a color that I think is going to coordinate with this. And we're doing, like I said, we're doing this little guy here. Now, let's see. What would look good? Well, this pajama, I like to call this pajama paper. That would look good, you know, because that's going to go quite nicely on there. Is there any other paper that I would like to use instead? Also, this one is nice, but I don't know if I have got enough of that left. I've got a bit of that left. And you can see this is an oval. Now, if you don't have an oval, ovals can be hard to come by. If you don't have an oval, you could use a circle instead, of course. But I haven't decided which one I'd like to use. Okay. Or I could go with the dark one again because I really love the navy paper. Can you see the flowers on it? It's got like little half flowers kind of and dots. Super cool. All right. But I want something that's not too busy. That's why I'm kind of looking for the less busy papers. This one would work. It's got like little flowers on it. Can you see the little flowers? It's a bit hard to see. There it is. Little tiny weeny flowers. They're cool. All right. So that's nice. That's a possibility. We could go with the pajama paper or the paper on the back. I actually don't mind the paper on the back for this. That might look good. Not as much contrast, though, as some of the darker ones. That's really nice. And the pajama paper. You know, there's something I really love about just the plain dark navy. But I'm trying to pick something that's a little bit more dramatic, maybe. All right. So I'm going to actually cut. If you have a look here, they've got like an outline piece and then a much smaller piece in the middle. So let me go with, did we decide? Did anyone tell me? Isn't a rectangle an oval with corners like a circle as a square without corners? Good point. Good point. How are you, Cherie? Nice to see you tonight. The dark resembles a sweet, says Linda. Stripes, says Moira. All right, Moira. Well, let's go stripes. Let's just do that because I've got some of those here. And so I'm going to cut them with my trimmer. So my suggestion is we're going to go 8 by 12, and then I'll see if I need to cut it down anymore. We go 8 by 12. I'll see if that's going to be, that might be too small. I'll see. Right, but it might not be. So I wanted to have a good bit of, like, a good piece around, and then we can either go with a circle, like I said, or an oval. So certainly you could substitute whatever you would like. I'll tell you, one of my favorite papers in here is the fox paper. Can you see the fox paper? Isn't that nice? And just the other day I made some cards for a class, and I did an Easter card, and we did Easter bunnies. So yeah, so that was kind of cool, but Easter's gone now. So all right, so I'm going to put that on there, and then this is going to end up on my card front. So I'm kind of giving myself a bit of an idea of what I'm doing as I go. And then I have here, let me find them. I have some dies that I just pulled out before I started to make sure that I would have what I need. And these are new. So these are the only thing at the moment that I'm using that's, so this is retiring, this is retiring, this isn't, this is new. And I'm just looking to see. Oh, they might be too, it's too big. It's too big because I'm not going to see enough of my paper behind if I cut that. Can you see here? So I'm trying to do like a white piece on top, but that oval is too large. This is the Impressions of Bloom, and it's really nice. It's got 2 ovals. One has stitching and makes a little tiny skinny frame. I don't know if you can see that. Can you kind of see that? And they're really nice, but they're too big for this card. So I'm going to come in, and I'm just thinking, do I have any ovals? They are great for kids' cards, Linda. They're really, really good. So if anyone is interested in this paper, it is retiring. And if you want to get it on free shipping, you'll need to order it today. I don't like telling people they have to order today, but in this case, that is the truth. Now, we could go with the stylish shapes. Actually, I've just had an idea. Ha, ha, ha. I have had an idea, you guys. I'm just going through and I used Spotlight on Nature earlier today. So it's actually out on my desk. Well, it doesn't really matter what circle I use, but I'm going to want one that's less wide than this. I could also use a punch, I suppose. So let's have a look, see how wide this is. This is the same width nearly as the paper. So if I went down a size, like so, that's better. Okay. But I like the bigger, I like the idea of the bigger one. And then we also have, from the same shape, I've already cut this earlier, we've got this size banner. And I'm thinking maybe of cutting this in half to make, actually, have I got one already cut? Oh my gosh, I have one already cut. Can you believe that? Huh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this circle, but I'm going to cut it in half. So they've got the piece at the bottom, and that would, I could do that. I could cut it further down, but I like the idea of cutting it straight in half. So to do that, I'm just putting this so that I'm equal distance right there in the center. And then I could have another piece going across here, but I'm going to want to have, you know how I said this is going to be a quick, easy card? Yeah, let's scrap that. Let's not do a quick, easy card. Let's do not complicated, but you know, as difficult as we can make it for a simple card, because that's what I do. And I'm actually, what if I was to add, ooh, I'm having an idea, you guys. I'm going to cut my piece, my centerpiece, from this navy. Okay, so I think that I can do something fun with that. Who likes making stuff up as they go along? I do. It makes me happy. You just never know what's going to happen, and it's cool. So I thought I knew what I was doing, but I've just changed my mind. All right. So this is going to end up kind of being an oval. Can you see that? And then this is going to go across the center, and it's going to look like an oval, not a circle. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to emboss. This is white embossing powder. Give me a second. I'm just grabbing my embossing additions kit. And I've got, just realized I've got a bit of bling in the bottom of my additions kit. So I'll just get that out. All right. All right, let's get a greeting on here. Now the question is, what greeting shall we have? That's always a challenge. Oh, good, Donna. That's nice. All right. Yeah, one oval, exactly. We made an oval. Didn't have one, so we made one. All right, what's a retiring set? We can make it an anniversary card. That would fit nicely. But I'm thinking something else maybe. I've got a congratulations. Would that go well on here? Like we've got a congratulations in the lovely and sweet set. I'm trying to pick on sets that are retiring and saying goodbye. And with that in mind, you know, that way you don't get confused. You think, is it going? Is it staying? I can say pretty much everything on here is going except the stylish shapes. All right. I'm just going to find a good greeting. What one do I want? Something big would be good. Like a big, well, this is a nice one. If we just want a simple birthday, this set is going, Cheerful Daisies, and we could have the wishing you the brightest birthday. That would be nice. Let's go with that. It's not super big, but it's not super small either. It'll be fine on here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me grab the other one. All right. Pop that here on my block. I can't remember if I did this or not, so I'm doing it again. If I did do it again, oh well. Better to be safe than sorry, right? Popcorn's gone. I've still got popcorn to finish when I'm done here, so, and I can't create and eat popcorn at the same time, unfortunately. All right, so there we go. We've got our wishing you the brightest birthday in Versamark, and you're probably thinking, but Linda, we can't see it. What's the point? The point is we're going to make the powder stick to it, and so I'm going to dump it in here and dump my powder over the top. And the magic of embossing. Now we have our powder on there. I'm just going to quickly, before I do anything else, pop my powder back into the jar. I don't know if Judy's watching tonight, but every time I use my embossing edition, this is Judy Moody that I'm talking about. Every time I use my embossing editions kit, I think of Judy because I know how much she loves it. All right. So now I've got this to be to be heated and cooked. I'm just going to get my heat tool to do that. I'm going to, and you can do it, embossing is actually good on a glass mat because obviously you don't have to worry about burning anything. So that's cool. And it'll take a moment and you'll see it get brighter and whiter. And that's when you know that it's cooking or cooked. It's just starting to go. So much for this being quick and easy card. As soon as you start adding embossing and stuff like that, all of a sudden it's not quick and easy anymore, but we don't mind. We're still having fun, so that's good. Come on. Nearly there. Now just a little, you want to check it and make sure it's all shiny, because if there's any bits that aren't shiny, they're not quite cooked. So I can see that's good now. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put this over this edge, just like that. Actually, there's a couple of different ways you could do this. You could pop this down first and then pop this over the top. I would like it to be on dimensionals. So, maybe I'll glue this bit down. I'm going to put this bit on dimensionals. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with some glue. You can use any type of glue you like. And I'm going to have it just seeing where it needs to go. About there. So I've got it around about 3/4 of an inch, or not even a couple of centimeters from the top. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm just making sure this gap is narrower than this. Okay, so you could put it all on dimensionals if you wanted to. I mean, depends on how dimensional centric you are. I'm very dimensional centric, so I tell you what, using a stripe like this makes it really easy to line up the pieces pretty well, because you just, keep it on the same stripe line. So that's really handy. I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals behind here. So 1, 2, and 3. Hey, Nairi, nice to see you. All right, and then we're going to pop that. You want to do it by getting over the top of it. Either I stand up, or, and if we don't want it quite as, quite in the center, you could move it down a little bit. Whoop. And I'm just going to put this on the glass mat and make sure that it's straight. Yep, it's good enough, close enough. All right, now we can just put this straight on here and it would look quite nice. But I'm tempted to add the tinsiest little extra border of navy behind there, because I think that will actually bring out, it'll go nicely with our navy piece in the middle. So, and you can see I've got a couple of marks. Can you see this? I don't know if you can. I've got marks on here. You know what that's from? From oily popcorn fingers. That's what that is. I should not eat popcorn when I'm crafting, or just before I'm crafting. All right, so we know that's 8 by 12, so I'm going to make it 8.3, only a teensy bit bigger, by 12.3. And we're going to cover up all those oily finger marks. should be ashamed of myself, really. Okay, that looks good. All right, so I'm going to... Oh, you're going to England in 4 weeks, Lorraine. How exciting. Well, I'm going the other way. I'm going to the US in a week and a bit. A week, about 10 days. I leave Monday the 5th. So, but you guys want to stay, those of you who order with me, I will not leave you empty-handed as I've done the last couple of trips. So I'll have a little incentive for you while I'm away. So don't know what it's going to be yet, but I will have something. So look out for that. One in the middle so it doesn't sag. Ribbon wrapped around. Oh, we could do that. Should we? Possibly. Now that I've got this on here, I'm thinking it would have been nice with a couple of little flowers popping out the top here. That actually would have been a really good look. It's not too late. I still could do that. And then this whole thing is going to go on here. Now, it is looking to me a little plain. It needs something. So I'm thinking that leaves or flower idea might be a good idea. And what I should do is go check out my ephemera packs and see if I've got anything in there that would be nice to add. Now, this is actually a really good tip for you. If you ever look at a card and think, I want to add something, you've got a number of choices. Okay, so this is a nice card. I like it, but it could use maybe a bit of ribbon. Ribbon's often a good answer. Or maybe we need to add something from an ephemera pack. So I'm just going to look and see what I have. I've got a lot of ephemera left over. I've got some Christmas ephemera that's not going to be any good. I've got little butterfly. Oh my goodness, these are old. Who remembers these from a few years ago? I need to move those out of the way because they're not able to be used anymore by me. All right, so I'm just looking through my ephemera packs to see if I've got anything. And the other thing you might want to do is have a little look at your, I mean, we've got this sort of thing, but that's too much, way too much. We want something small. And something like this would be good because we could color it in, but that's too big as well. Okay, that's way too big. But maybe I'm thinking like just a couple of little leaves might be nice. Something sparkly, says Sheila. That's an excellent idea. You can never have too much sparkle. I think that's a great idea. I mean, we could always add sparkle too, like some Wink of Stella or something like that. So I've got a lot of things, but they're not quite the right color and not quite the right. I mean, this is pretty. This is pretty. But if I didn't have that dimensional in the middle, I could chuck it down there. But I'm just going to sort of move this and see whether I could. It's nice colors. That's really why I'm. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. It's a little bit too big. I mean, it's a nice idea, but it's too big. So I'm going back to maybe my ribbon idea. Going to check my scrap box and see if there's anything in there that I like the idea of. Butterflies are good. Butterflies are always good, right? I've got some leftover leaves from, we could have actually, that's nice. Some leaves at the top and at the bottom. Do I have a silver one? Because a silver one would be nice. If I had, I feel like, oh, I've got these leaves. These are from the Thankful Garden. We might be able to do something with those. Let's see. Let's do some leaf surgery and see. Silver trim ribbon, I agree. Silver trim ribbon is my fallback, and that's the one that I probably would, I'm thinking I could have a leaf going out the bottom here and then a couple of leaves up here up the top, because that's quite nice. We like this idea, okay? But the silver trim ribbon is the other option. And yes, you are correct. I had it out today and Crumpet helped himself to it. So I had to give him, I'll tell you what, I'll put up on my page, I'll put up, I gave him some other retired ribbon instead and he ran off with that. So there was ribbon from one end of the hallway to the other because that's what he likes to do. He likes to take it and run with it and it runs along behind him. He just thinks that's so much fun. So I'm just going to, so if I was going to go with, yeah, so I don't mind this idea, but another option would be the silver ribbon, which is also really beautiful. So what do we think? Do we think the leaves, A, or B, the silver ribbon? What do you guys think? Which one do you think we should go with? Oh, thanks, Ellen. We'll catch up this week, hey? It would be really good. All right, so shall we have the leaves or shall we have the ribbon? Which one? I use both, says Janine. Nothing like a bit of overkill, hey? Leslie said the leaves. Janine said both. Ribbon. Barbara said ribbon. Silver. So you mean the silver leaves, not the silver ribbon, yeah? For a fella leaves, for a lady ribbon. I agree, but I don't know who this is for. Probably would give, I don't know if I'd say wishing you the brightest birthday to a guy. More likely to give it to a girl, I think. Whoa, it's a toss-up today. I think I need to throw it. I need to toss a coin. All right, if we're going to do both, how would we do it? Maybe have the ribbon off to the side. All right, let's try. Put the ribbon down first. Let me see. I've got my ribbon scissors here. So don't forget, those of you who didn't watch the video hop card that I did earlier, that I did before this live video. Now, I'm thinking what I could do is I could add them together like this and then do, yeah, oh, my glass mat moved. And then add the other leaf at the top. I could do that. What do we think about that idea? Or I could go the other way around, add one leaf at the bottom and two at the top. Actually, that might be nice. That's funny, Cherie. Both leaves at the top and the ribbon on the bottom. Both leaves at the top. That was Rosalie that said that. Well, so this is an option, but Rosalie was saying maybe all the leaves. Actually, if we were going to do all of them, we could put them so they're almost, no, I don't really like them symmetrical. I like them off to the side. And then the one at the bottom. No, I think I like it with the, all right, I think I've decided. All right, thank you for helping me make up my mind, you girls. I appreciate that very much. I'm going to put my single leaf down here at the bottom. And I'm going to use a glue dot and pop my ribbon right there over the top. And then I'm going to use another one behind my double ribbon, my double leaf. Sorry, double ribbon. What am I talking about? Nobody knows. I'm going to pop that right there, like that. There we go. Do we need bling as well? Do we need something sparkly or maybe some pearls? Definitely not a guy card if we're going to add pearls. Or we could go with my current favorite, the ones I love the most, which are these sparkly ones. They're balmy blue and bubble bath, but they go really nicely with all your blues. And I love them. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? These are the two-tone sparkle gems. Those are available right now. They're not retiring. And we also have lots of options actually. I'm just thinking, do I have any boho blue gems? But I don't know that I do. We do have opal rounds, and I have a funny feeling Are these retiring? They might be. The navy ones of those. So I could go navy ones of these or the sparkle gems. Which ones? The sparkle gems are lighter. If in doubt, use everything. I know, right? Hey, Judy, nice to see you here. Susie says pearls. Susie thinks we should use pearls. Navy, says Leslie. Sparkle, says Lorraine. Oh, everyone's got a different opinion tonight. Susie said sparkle. All right, one more. Oh, Sheila said sparkle. Okay, sparkle it is. Okay, sorry, girls. So if you didn't vote for those. But they're both going to look good. So I'm going to use one of the bigger ones. I think I'll pop that just here. And then I'm going to use a couple of little ones up the top. So a big one at the bottom and a couple of the little ones at the top. There we go. Okay, card done. Or did I glue that down? I think I did. Did I glue it down? Yeah, I did. I did. All right, number one card. Yay. All right. Now, the second card was going to be my more complicated card, but now it's already 13 past 8. And, wow, I've really run myself out of time tonight because, of course, I had to, go extra fancy on that very simple card. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Well, what I might do then, seeing as I've got these out, and I might do a similar card to the one I did earlier, but we might use a retiring set. And I actually did get out the Layers of Beauty masks for these because I think these are gorgeous. I would have time to, I can do it on white and color it in, like with the masks. Who would like to see that? Or I could use it embossed on a dark, like a navy background. So I was thinking about those, but no, I think, look, let's do the masking, even though that's a little bit more, that's a slightly longer process, but not too much. I know, it's retiring. It's going. So I know a lot of people are big fans of this set, but it's on its way out. So it's fun to use up these sets before they go. And it is, I'm pretty sure it's marked down from memory. Let me quickly have a look at it so I can tell you for sure. So the set is called Layers of Beauty. And there are dies, there's a stamp set, and there's masks, okay? And I've got the masks here as well, but I'm going to start by stamping this. Now, it's a big stamp. Can you see that? And you'll need a big block to actually, and mine's really discolored, but it still stamps just fine. I'm putting it on block F. And I've nearly stuck it to the table. And there's so many different things you can do with this. It looks beautiful embossed, both in clear and then coloured, or in a white on a dark background, like I said before. Just really, really beautiful. I'm deciding what colour I want to actually stamp with it. Will I go with navy or will I go with black? I think I'll go with navy. Or I could go early espresso too. No, I think I'll go with navy. So I'm just going to ink this up, and I'm going to cover a large portion of my white with this. So one of the nice things about having a set with a mask, a set with masks, I should say, is the fact that it makes it quick and easy to colour. Now, if you are someone who loves to sit and colour and you enjoy that process, whether with blends or any other kind of markers or water painters or whatever, then I don't want to take that away from you. But if you're someone who wants quick and done as quickly as possible, then you might appreciate being able to use masks. Okay, masks are just Very, very convenient for anyone who hasn't used them. I love all of our masks. I think they're fantastic. So I'm just going to bring these ones in. There are 5 masks in the set, and you can see from the top here, they've all got the notch, and they've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so they're numbered to make it nice and easy for you. You don't have to do them in the number order, but it just gives you, it makes it easy. Okay, so if you just follow along. I'm just looking. Oh, that would be lovely, Sheila. That'd be really nice. Yes, and this one hasn't been around that long either, Lorraine. So yeah, I think a lot of us have been surprised. So what I'm doing here is I'm lining this up so it is actually going to meet up with the outside lines of the roses. Can you see that? Now, the next question is, what color shall we do this? Shall we do purples or yellows, pinks? What are you guys thinking? Yeah, it's retiring because it's on the last chance list. So, oh, it's not retiring. It's not retiring. It's not on the last chance list, but it's not in the new catalog. That's where I'm getting confused. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to use it. What did everyone decide? And I've just told you all it's retiring, and it's not. Yellow, said Leslie. Apricot, says Marilyn. That'd be nice. That'd be nice, actually, Marilyn. That'd be Calypso Coral and Peach Pie, and that'd be really nice. Blues, purple, aqua. Yeah, the set is still available, and it's not retiring because I just messed up and told you the wrong thing. So please accept my apologies. Oh, yellows and peaches, says Judy. Well, that's 2 votes we've had for that now because we've got apricots and peaches. And yeah, okay, let's go with that. I like that idea. So I like all the ideas. I'd be happy with any of them, to be honest. All right, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out a yellow blending brush and a peachy coloured one. I mean, you could also add some pinks in with those as well because you can't really go wrong with those colours. I'm actually going to... Oh, I've got a yellow one here. All right, so I've got a yellow and I've got a peach. And I've got this one that could be used like with a Calypso Coral. I've also got some brand new blending brushes, which I will use if necessary, but the plan is I'll start with my lighter colour first, which this will be Peach Pie, which is a colour I didn't love at the start, and I've become really attached to it. I've decided I really love it now. So isn't it funny? All right, I'm just going to go all over with the peach. And I'm only going lightly, and I'm not being particularly careful. And I think the little flowers, I might do those in yellow. I thought that might look good. So this is quick and easy colouring. I mean, look at that. It's perfect, almost straight away. I love the look that these masks give you. I brought in my Calypso Coral, and I'm going to go, that'll be my next layer. But while I've got this layer out, I'm going to bring in, oh, will we go Daffodil or Darling Duckling? Darling Duckling's a little bit darker. I might go with that. This is a brand new colour, this one. So I'm going to use this for my little flowers, these guys. So let's make some yellows. And down here. And this one here. There's a few little flowers. So now we've got some yellow flowers. That's good. All right, so that's actually the first one, number 1. So I'm going to put that to one side, and then I'm going to grab number 2. And now this one does more detail. Can you see that? More detail on. So if you are doing this on a piece of paper, you can actually mark your notch, which actually works quite well. But I find if you follow the center of the little flowers, that actually helps you line it up quite well. All right, so I've got, so this time I'm going to go, I went with peach. This time I'm going to go with Calypso. And we're going to, oh, no, I don't actually want to do that over the yellow ones. I'll just go over this one. So even though this card has lots of coloring and you'd think it would be a lot longer to actually create the card, the colors as you get them on here, actually it makes it really fast. It's super duper fast. I'm just thinking the third one has even more detail. We could say that's enough, but I'm tempted. Let me just see how this one goes. It goes right about there. So if you line up the center of the flowers again, the little flowers, it makes it really easy to line up. And for this one, I'm going to just do a little tiny bit of Poppy Parade, which is like a more of an orangey red. And I'm just going to add a bit of this. And I'll add the center to the little flowers as well. And then that's done. That's all. That's our flowers, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to bring in our greens to do the leaves. Now the question is, what color green? I could go Old Olive. That's probably going to be my first choice. So this is 4, and this time I've got this the right way. Yes, I do. So you can see if you line this one up with this one here, that actually makes it easy once again. So it's kind of, once you've done these a few times, knowing where all the line up spots are makes it really simple. Okay, moving it around, getting it in the right spot. Okay, it's pretty close now. Almost exactly right. So I'm thinking Old Olive. You are saying Old Olive as well. Ah, Cheapskates Club says Lemon Lolly, Daffodil Delight and Cajun Craze would be nice as well, with Granny Apple Green and Garden Green for the leaves. Ooh, yeah, that would be nice as well. I've fallen in a lot more like, I'm not going to say fallen in love, but I'm definitely fallen in like with Garden Green. And that's new because I've never really liked it. But yeah, I'm liking it more now. I'm going to go Old Olive this time. But I like that combo as well that you just told me. Right, so I'm going lightly. I don't want it to be too dark. We're just going to go over it here. And you can see how quick and easy a mask makes your colouring. Oh my goodness. Compared to sitting there and colouring for ages, which if you want to do that, if you've got the time and you love to colour, then I don't want to take that away from you. But if you want quick and easy, this is your ticket. Masks are fantastic. All right, that's the Old Olive. I think there might have been some Garden Green on this brush because it doesn't look very Old Olive-y, actually. But I think there was a bit of a combo. You may have invented a new colour without realising. It's quite nice. I like it. All right, so I'm going to add some Mossy Meadow. So that was number 4. And now the very last one, the number 5. I've got some marks here, but I think they're little bits of glue. Now this one will line up again with that one that I lined up first before. So let's pop that on there. And let's see. Okay, that's exactly right. And hopefully you'll see that that actually looks really, really good with that bit of darker tone shadows. We're just going to go all over that. Get more dark colour there. Mossy Meadow is probably my favourite green we have currently. I'm not counting Pretty Peacock because Pretty Peacock is lovely, but I think of Pretty Peacock more as a blue. And I know some people think of it as a green, but I think of it as a blue. Okay, that looks good. That's fantastic, Judy. Congratulations. That's awesome. All right, so I've got a couple of marks here. Not to worry too much. First of all, I'm going to try with my, if I have one handy. Oh, maybe, oh, yes, I do. My adhesive remover. I think they might be just little spots of adhesive. Yeah, they are. There you go. They're off now. If that didn't come off, I would put a greeting on a label and put it over the top there. All right, now, if I wanted to, rather than having that just floating, I could put a color like behind. And if I was going to do that, I would probably use like maybe lemon lolly or pool party even. What do you guys think? Do you think it needs a bit of color behind? I could go pool party. That would look nice. It is great news, Judy. Fantastic. All right, I'm thinking of adding some pool party to this. Just to like, so it's not just the stark white behind it. Even though it looks good, I just feel like pool party is such a good color to add a bit of background, because it looks, you know, you can kind of get away with it looking a bit like sky. And I'm just going around the edges, so I don't want to go too much over the whole thing unless I just add a little bit here and there. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I missed these little guys. That's looking better. Just needed that little bit of color behind. I'm not going over the roses. I don't want to muddy that color at all. I'm just sort of going around the edges. Can you see what I've done there to make it just that little bit not as stark behind? Yeah, they are tiny, but you know what? I could come back in with my masks, or I could cheat. Well, it's not really cheating, and just come in with a blends marker and color those in. They're just going to be yellow. How about that? There we go. That was easy enough. All right. Okay, it's looking good. Now that I've got all these colors, I'm wondering what colors I'm going to put behind. I'm leaning towards Peach Party. So Peach Party, what is Peach Party? Does anyone know? It sounds good, but it's not correct. Let me find Peach Pie and see if... All right. So that's, yeah, see, that's really nice on Peach Party. No, Peach, I can't get it right. Peach Pie. What is wrong with me? Actually, I'm going to cut this here and then I'm going to turn it around because that edge isn't quite right. So I'm going to cut that off. Well, Timid Tiger. That would have been a good idea too, but I didn't use any Timid Tiger ink. So I'm going with a color that I've used. That's the reason why. And this is going to go here. And let me grab my glue. Sometimes I use Seal, sometimes I use Tombow multi-purpose or liquid glue, or green glue, whatever you want to call it. And I think I did a little poll on my VIP page not that long ago, and overwhelmingly that was the one that everyone liked. Now, I would like to put a greeting here in the corner. Will I go grateful for you? I could go happy anniversary, but I don't know. It doesn't really, I don't know if I want an anniversary card. I have to say, anniversary sentiments can be hard to find. Peach Party is a kind of tartan. Oh, really? Any party is good, says Lorraine. A peach party would be good. I'm sure it would. We could have peach tea, and we could have a punch with peach. We could have what are those cocktails? Peach something, peach. Oh, is it Bellini? No, I'm saying the wrong thing. Obviously, I don't know. No, I don't think a pool pie would be very good. No, definitely not. All right, did we decide on a on a greeting? The happy anniversary would look good on here because it's just the right size. Look at that. It would work. But it's not really, I didn't really want this to be an anniversary card. Peach Melba. Oh, yes. But isn't there, a fuzzy, yes, there's a fuzzy peach. Isn't there a fuzzy navel too? Isn't that made with peaches? I don't know. I don't know my cocktails very well. Okay, I'm going to find a different one, a different greeting. Anyone got any suggestions for greetings? Unbounded Love has a really nice happy birthday. That's a nice happy birthday. And this set is not retiring. So I think I'm going to go with that one. I haven't used it very much, and then all of a sudden I've remembered again that it's there, and it's a really nice greeting. And I'm thinking I will want to go with a darker color. So maybe the Mossy Meadow or actually the navy, because remember we stamped in navy. We could go either way. I think I'll go navy. Yeah, that will do. Exactly. Your hubby's up at 5:30 for a reason? Like, does he like to get up at that time, or is that the time he, has things to do? All right, we need some bling, definitely. But I've got to decide which bling I want to use. We do have, I'll get it right, peach pie. I've also got those, the gold, those would be nice, the gold opal rounds. Those would be lovely. And here's some peach pie glimmer. Those are nice. Those are very nice, actually. Do you think the peach pie glimmer? We've also got the good old foiled, they iridescent foil gems. These are not retiring. These are retiring, these ones. In fact, let's use them because they're retiring. How about that? Yeah, peach pie glimmer. I think you're right. That's where we're going. That's correct. All right, so I'm going to go with a larger one. Where will I put it? Maybe in this spot here. And then a couple of smaller ones up the other side. One near the happy birthday and one a little bit further down. And then I'm going to pop that, of course, on a basic white thick card base, or any card base you like. It does not have to be a basic white thick card base. It can be any color. With the basic white thick cardstock going up so much, it's actually going to be, I think, the most expensive cardstock to buy now will be the thick after the 6th of May. And so with that in mind, I am probably not going to use it as much as I once did for card bases. And did I find my bone folder? No, I did not. Oh, here it is. Ta-da. Okay. And then let's put some glue on this. Oh, you're so welcome, Linda. So welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Just a reminder to everyone, 2 reminders as I'm finishing up here. First of all, don't forget to go and check out the other video I put up tonight, which was the video hot one with the masculine cards. So this card is the one we made, that one there. So if you want to see how I made it, then you want to go check out that video, which is part of the video hop. All right, so we have 2 cards for tonight. What do you think? Which one do we like tonight? Do we have a favorite? The first one, of course, I put way too much time into. I don't know why, because it's a very simple card. And then this one, which we made pretty quick, because those masks make very, very quick work of it. Oh, I'm just reading comments. So Yeah, I'm so glad you're here with us too. Thanks for saying that, Katrina. I know that that Sheila is glad to be back as well. You can't choose. Ah, well, see, there you go. I guess that's a good thing. I should be thankful that people can't choose between them. What I'm going to do is switch back to myself. So give me a second. The other thing I wanted to remind you of, for anyone who hasn't placed their order yet, today is the day that free shipping ends for Stampin' Up. Here in Australia, we finish at midnight. So, and it's already 8 something, 8:37. It's exactly an hour since I last looked at my watch. So my suggestion is if you haven't already placed an order and there's things you need, jump in, because any order here over $65 will get you free shipping. So that's definitely something worth having. And there's so many good bargains right now, so many good things to jump in on. So definitely a great day to order. The blue wins, does it? Ah, that's cool. Yes, I will be back on Sunday night, you guys. So have a great weekend, whatever it is you get up to. I've got lots of crafting and stuff I'm going to be making videos for while I'm away. So that's a big part of my weekend. So I hope to see you all here again on Sunday night. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye bye.